Hello, everyone. Boy, oh boy, do we have a surprise for you. You know what? I don't think we've ever done this before on this video. So I just want to let you know that I want to let you into how I was educated and how I learned about velocity banking and how I was able to do and acquire real estate investors, acquire private lenders, acquire the profit on profitable fix and flip, uh, buy and holds. If you guys want to know more about that, I want to introduce you, right, to the company that I'm working with. All right. And the company's name you will see in just a bit. Okay, so this is CJ Wallace from CJ Wallace LLC. See, so it's me, all right, not anybody else that's going to be taking my place, right? Each one of you are irreplaceable. Don't forget that, all right? I'm going to be showing you the classes right now, right? So I just type in mynodis.com. What I'll do while I'm typing that in, I'm just going to go ahead and have you look at me. How's that sound? All right. We're just going to go ahead and type our credentials in here to the classes that we take. So the first one is going to be your email that you type in. And sorry for the blurriness, guys. I'm in a darker room. I think that you guys will be able to see the TV better in a darker room versus a lighter room here. So, hey, what's going on? Grind Base 100 in Ohio. We got Barry Shade. What's up? Florida is in the house. Yes, Latia Taylor. Peace unto you, there, Queen. Philadelphia, PA is in the house. Man, I love Philadelphia. I love them Philly cheesesteaks. You know what I mean? What was that song? Like juicing on our street, just like that, play that, and all the Philly cheesesteaks you could eat. Back in school, we used to dream about this every day. Would it really happen? Or the dreams will fade away? And you understand that this is so smooth. And it started to groove, and here we are. Hey, that was just for Philadelphia. All right? Latia in the house. Definitely glad you've joined here. We're going to show you what our classes look like. Of course, we got the full package. Okay? I believe in doing it all the way up. Okay? So just an overview here. I went to myrenadis.com. Let me switch the video over. Oh, you want me to stick to real estate? All right. Hey, I'll stick to real estate, man. I will do that. Absolutely. And of course, you see my company right there, Keller Williams, Southern Arizona. We're a brokerage here in Southern Arizona here. I love it, man. I love real estate. I love helping people out. I love helping people see and go to places that they've never gone before by doing things that they've never done. So this is my education package right here. I got the Accelerated Investor Training, how I'm able to talk to you guys about market analysis, understanding mortgages. Of course, you'll see Velocity Banking on here somewhere. Let me get to that. Then I'll give you an overview, right, of, oh my goodness, this guy is amazing, financial awareness. Hey, there you go. See, it's right there. See where my mouse is? That's called Advanced Velocity Banking. So going through it, I just want to start from the top here. We got lease options, okay? This is a class, folks. So the lease options class is market analysis, understanding mortgages, buy and hold, day one, foreclosures, taught by Gavin McCaleb. He is our real estate investing coach, okay, who knows about everything and pertains to real estate investing. Okay, you're going to get real help from this guy. Buy and hold, day two, subject to purchase, managing property managers. We got lease options. We even got contracts with the wonderful Nicole Call, who is an attorney, keeps us straight, you know what I mean? We got fix and flip classes, and in a fix and flip class, that actually entails private hard money, market analysis. I mean, look at all of these classes, folks, okay? I could read for days. But the bottom line I want to show you, here's auctions analysis, is that we are educated, right? So when we come on YouTube, you understand that it wasn't just something that we were born with. Look at all these classes. Multifamily, right? Private hard money, again there, because it pertains to multifamily. You're going to be getting classes. Let's say that your niche is going to be a multifamily. You're going to get classes that pertain to your niche, right? So if you want to get into multifamily, these are the classes that you need in order to know everything you need to know about getting into the multifamily. If you want to do notes, tax deeds, and liens, here are the classes that you'll need, right? You want to do commercial real estate, here are the classes that you need. Commercial analysis, commercial leases, commercial lending, commercial real estate intro. Okay, we got an introduction to it, letting you know what it's all about, how it's so much different, right, than real estate on the residential side. Okay, the CMAs are done much more differently than the residential. Okay, land development as well, and of course we're adding classes frequently, and we let you know about that. We have the AIT Extreme Plus bonus tracks. These are all of my classes, folks. I got all of them. Title, escrow, and closing, small business, payroll, business credit, bankruptcy, trial track for deed. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Okay, folks? So just wanted to give you a little snippet of what it is that where I got my education from, okay, and what we can do to help you out. Let's go ahead and take these questions here. Oh, Darnell, you are from Long Beach, California, from the LBC. It's good to see you on the broadcast, my friend. I'm just letting everyone know what these classes are about. I also want to let you know that these headphones here, right? So if you're only listening to the audio, you can do that, right? Or you want to download, you want to open some documents that's within this class, you can do that as well. We actually have documents that you can follow along with the class in. We actually give you tests, right? Okay, so that we have you pre-assessment tests, post-assessment tests. Now, don't worry, okay? It's not like you'll have to pay again if you fail the class, right? No. It's just so that you can be the expert in each of these classes, okay? That's what we test your knowledge on. Did you really learn? Because if we're just giving you classes to give you classes and you're not learning anything from us, it's in vain, folks. So we make sure that it's not in vain. You can also download these classes so that you can hear them at a later date if you can't hear them right then and there. You know, we have a whole lot of forms as well that you'll need. And of course, these are our real estate forms. We give you checklists. So this is all the checklists, the data gathering and the analysis documents that you'll need. We got budget spreadsheets, buyer's checklist. Look at this. Look at how much you get. We got underwriting and closing checklists. We have tenant check sheet on the move-in, small business readiness assessments. We have all of these forms that you'll need for each real estate transaction. And of course, do your due diligence. You'll need to seek out a lawyer. I actually, I work with Mark Kohler. Mark Kohler and Matt Sorensen, they've been two of the greatest helps as far as our real estate deals are concerned. And also our taxes, folks. They're also CPAs. How awesome is that, right? So we have contracts, we have deeds, agreements, and addenda, okay, that you can click on as well. This one right here is the addendum to standard lease purchase. This is the adoption agreement, and all throughout here, right? So of course I can't give you everything, right? Okay, but we have a lot, as you see, okay? So if let's just say you wanted to get into the essentials. So in the essentials, what you'll have is these classes, right? Which is more than enough to help you do a profitable deal. We have creative acquisitions, real estate foundations, real estate red flags. We have self-directed IRA, tax and legal day one and day two, deal of the decade. We got the fast track review, reviewing all of the classes. We have negotiations. If you don't know how to do negotiations, you won't get that deal, will you? Oh man, this is a great class to utilize. Okay, we have credit management and your favorite, velocity banking, right there in the class, folks. And you actually get this for a lifetime, right? It's a lifetime. So we got that. I want to see, man, we got a whole lot more, folks, but I don't want to give everything out because, of course, we want to make sure that we are in the guidelines, right, of everything that we're doing. But boy, oh boy, that's why we don't even send out links, right? We want people to actually connect with us, right? We want them to connect with us. We want to make sure, first of all, that they're a good fit to work with us in the future, right? Because some people just aren't a good fit. And we don't want just anyone, okay? And you won't either. In your business, you'll learn that you will not want just anyone to work with you, okay? So even though we don't have a fee, we definitely have a bar. And the bar is education, and the education is Renatus, okay? That's where we learn to do our deals from. We stick with what works, and that's why we're actually coming out with a new class. You see that right there? It says Education Update right here. Education Update, new courses have been released, and we get to see new content. I get to see the new content. And everything. So of course, this is more of what's inside of the business center. What's the cost for the education? Very, very good question, Barry. And I'm sure you would like to know, right? I'm sure you'd like to know that, but there's more than just the education that you're getting. You're also getting that consultation with me as well. You see how much education was in there on the essentials. If you wanted to get just the essentials, we have that. If you want to see the price for the education, you know what? Connect with me. Connect with me. Connect with me. Okay. I know different people have different needs, and we have different packages for different people. So I would rather do a one-on-one through email, CreditWiz and investorpro.org. I'll go ahead and show you some of the ways, you know, that you can pay for it, or, you know, if you want to pay for it outright, I can show you the different programs that we have. Like I said, I have the huge one, right? The package. And I want to ask you a question. If you knew how to do lease options, like the backside of your hand, and it made you a $20,000 profit on a, let's say, a quarterly basis, or if you knew how to do fix and flips, and you did, let's say, 4 fix and flips, so like on a yearly basis, let's say each fix and flip was, it gained you $20,000 in profit, which is very, very believable, and you only did 4, you made 80,000, right, that year from simply doing the 4 fix and flips. Let's see, short sales. What if you made the same on short sales? What about multifamily, where people are paying you to stay in shelter, right? So you got 45 doors, you got people paying you $800 a door, right? How much is that, right? And that's month over month over month. And then you go down here. So, I mean, how much is the education worth, right? You just got to think about it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Barry, go ahead and connect with me, CreditWiz at investorpro.org. We can show you what, and as we've showed you right now, we've showed you the huge education that I got right here. If you just want to get into the essentials, you can do that as well. Of course, this is what it will entail here in the essentials, which is just more than enough for you to do your first deal profitably. Okay, so remember, People ask me all the time, hey, what is the first deal I should do as a real estate investor? The first deal is to get educated. Okay, first deal is to get educated and get with me. We don't have a link to show you any of the classes. So what I want to do right now is I want to get within my class and I want to show you a little snippet here. I think the tax and legal day 2 is something that would probably help you out. I want to get to a section where he talks about something that'll I want it to be kind of something that you can use right now. Let's see here. Cooler Care. That's when he talks about the your health insurance, how to get an HSA and HRA, set that up correctly, will versus trust. A lot of us are here on making sure that our real estate investing. Okay, here we go. So what I want to do is show you a little snippet on investing your profits and an introduction to self-directing, right? Here is structures and savings. And let's go ahead and go here first. All right.
Thank you, thank you. Wow, thank you. Thrilled to be here. This is really a special part of my life. I walked in secular financial world for me, and what I'm trying to convey to you is a little bit of financial freedom.
Okay.
Even some of us get through a day job that's taller than your other. It's a long-term picture. So many people see these dollars and cents as well, because that's my... Any questions or thoughts on that? So 3 months in a very liquid type format. Don't worry about the interest rate, maybe 1%, and then another 3 months of cost of living in a more investment type semi-liquid place. Any thoughts or comments? Okay, so work on getting that done.
I want to go to the building your investment bucket.
We wanted to start focusing though on building our investment buckets right here.
There we go.
And that's what this is about. Okay, so now to get this money in here, well, before I tell this story, I want to tell a story on this.
Now, folks, you got to understand this guy, right? This guy is amazing. So he makes taxes look fun. And so he tells like lots and lots and lots of stories, man. But when you're on like a video like this one, I want to make sure that there's some substance here for you all so that you can actually implement a little something that he's talking about right now. So let me see if I can get right here. See if that.
I'll have another one. I'll just have another one. Appreciation, blah, right? And so she was a realtor and she's cranking along. And she's doing really, really well in 2005, 6, and 7. So here in our master plan, she's got her S Corp structure, and she's calling me up, and she goes, Mark, I'm making money, and just like we were talking about, wealth will come. Those you build it, it will come. And so she's here with her little S Corp, and her husband had a day job off to the side, and her realtor income, she's making. Things are cranking. She's making like 200 grand. And it's just that time. And so what we did is here, I'm just going to erase this. It's getting a little ugly, right? So we're here. She's got her S Corp. She's cranking along. And she's going to bring in 200K. Just having an awesome year. And some of you could be doing that at fix and flips or your type of business, whatever it is. And so 200 grand's coming in. And she's going to spend 50 grand in expenses. We've got kids on payroll, whatever it takes. We write off $50,000. She's going to net $150,000. So what should her payroll be? Right on the face of it, what's our safe harbor? You tell me. What would it be? 33. So what would her payroll be? Come on, after yesterday, seriously? 50 grand. Thank you. We're going to take a salary of about 50 grand. That makes her dividend 100. Now, did I save any income tax? Did I save income tax? No, I didn't. What tax did I save? Self-employment. So I'm only paying FICA over here on the 50 and not the 100. So we already have $10,000 or more of savings, and we're loving it. So On her 1040, she still has 150 grand. I'm sorry, 150 grand AGI, but it's in two pieces, right? Parts of it W2, parts of it K1. But we're saving money. We've got protection. We're maximizing all of our write-offs. We're off to the races. She calls me up, and she's like, Mark, I'm getting killed here. I'm paying way too much in taxes. You got to work with me. What about this self-directing idea? What should we do? And I said, okay, are you able to throw down some bank? Could you do some money? She's like, yeah, I want to invest this money. We're okay to invest it. I'm like, all right. So I said, well, let's set up a 401k, because she was able to put away more than just a simple $5,000 IRA scenario. She's like, no, I want to seriously throw down. Now this year, the dollar amount you can put in a 401k right off the bat is 18 grand, plus 25% of your salary. Well, back in 2005, it was around 15. So I said, well, let's put 15 grand in your 401k, and your W2 turns into 35. Okay, so we just whittled off 15 grand off of her AGI. Now, she's a hardworking employee, and she's working really, really hard. What should she do? What should the company do for her? Do a match, right? So we do get a match. Well, it's 25% of her payroll, which would be 12.5, all round down. So we do 12 grand, and that comes out of the dividend. So we just whittled another 12,000 off of this, and we've saved $27,000 in tax. A little better than an IRA. See, we kind of get grown up, oh, I can do an IRA for 5 grand. Well, you know how the rich get richer? They use these strategies. And so the more money you make, the more I can save. So she's got $27,000 and set aside now in her 401k. And I'm like, isn't that great? And she's like, yeah, it's okay. I'm like, what? Come on, man, I was killing it. We got 27 grand in here. She's like, no, I want more. I'm greedy. I want more. I'm like, okay. So I said, well, why don't we put your husband on salary? Can he have 2 401ks? Yeah. So he's at work with a 401k, but he's not getting hardly any matching at work. In fact, I don't think they were matching at all. So we said, forget it. We're gonna get serious here. Let's put in him on payroll. And what do you think would be the perfect amount for payroll for him? 15 grand. Now there's some FICA issues here, but we're gonna keep the math simple. So we'll do 15 grand in his payroll. So now I just got another tax write-off for $15,000 because I added an employee, but he's going to defer the entire amount.
Did you hear that? He's going to defer the entire amount. Folks, let me get him. And I tell you this time and time again. What you don't know can hurt you. And if it doesn't hurt you, it'll slow you down. Did you hear what he just said? Do you know how much that could have helped all of us years ago? But listen, we can't change the past, all right? We can change our future. And that's what we want to do, all right? Listen, there's so much more than that. And if you didn't understand that, don't worry. You didn't start from the beginning, right? I started you all the way on tax and legal day 2. All right, absolutely. He goes through, it's called the Kohler Cross, how to pay yourself, okay? So you're maximizing your tax deductions. And so we also go through creative acquisitions, where a former school teacher, right, with the school teacher salary was getting 150 apartments a year, and has 150 apartments because they were able to utilize creative acquisition strategies. And that's going to be that's just the essentials. So if you just take your time, right, and look through this material, my goodness, man, it'll pay in dividends, because this isn't just a product, folks. The class isn't just a product. As a matter of fact, the founder doesn't believe in that. What he believes in is making sure that people, watch this, in our digital age, he believes in people connecting with people, right? And so that's why we don't have the link, man. You can't just click on the link and then purchase the program. We don't want, no, that's not how we operate. We operate by get us on the phone, get us over email so that we could talk over the phone, all right? And so that you can see for yourself, okay, how different strategies are implemented. You have the community where you live, because Renatus is actually nationwide. And if you don't have a community, then I, Joseph O'Ray, will be assisting you in acquiring those properties and in meeting those goals for you. Because I think the best way to get to our goals is to help someone else with theirs, right? So we're here for you. Go ahead and give us a call, 888-524-9273. Joseph will most likely go ahead and answer that phone. But of course, man, when you mention Joseph, when you mention Ray, or when you mention CJ, we're all one, right? Okay, so just letting you know that. So, folks, man, that's it that I have here for you. Just wanted to say you have a great day with you and your families and with yourself. And man, give us some email, creditwiz@investorpro.org. If you're interested, you want to know the price, Barry, go ahead and hit me up in the email, creditwiz@investorpro.org. We can go ahead and set up a time to talk. If you want to talk today, I can carve out some time today to talk and whatnot. Of course, I got to get with the family and whatnot, see what's going on there. But man, I'd love to reach out to you, okay? creditwiz@investorpro.org. I just want to share with you, I missed some phone calls today. I need to call some people back, but it's so that we could show you that video, okay? Is this still on? Yeah, it sure is. So just wanted to say God bless. You have a great day and night, all right? Take care.